Good morning. I'm going to do a reading today on how the masculines are feeling about their divine feminines. I haven't done one of those in a while. I'm just going to jump right in. No one likes to listen to anybody talk for 5 minutes before the video. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling about their feminines right now? How's divine masculine feeling about his feminine right now? We have the eclipse tonight, I think. So that's going to shift a lot of energy. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling? How are they feeling? Let me get in their feels. How are they feeling about the divine feminine? How are they feeling? Well, they don't want to talk, so you could not be talking. How are the masculines feeling about their feminines? All right. Wow. Got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring on the bottom. We've got free yourself. It says it's time to take back control of your life. So, how they're feeling is some of them are feeling a little out of control when it comes to their romantic feelings about their feminine. It's like they can't escape her. No matter where they go or what they do or what they're doing, they can't get her out of their head, out of their heart, right? Because you guys are the same soul. But also I'm feeling they're in some kind of situation, whatever the situation is that they use as an excuse not to be with you. No excuses, right? They're freeing themselves from that. So that could be a person, a situation, a thing, a work environment, whatever it is. They're trying to free themselves from that. They do want to, they're thinking about what your guys' honeymoon would be like, marrying you. They want to take you away somewhere, and they're asking you to please wait for them. I know we all hate that because most of us have been waiting for a long time. And I don't say wait for them, right? Don't sit around and do nothing and cry all day. Go out and enjoy your life. You only have one. But they do hope that you're still there when they come back. They do know that those romantic feelings are always around. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling about their divine feminines? How's divine masculine feeling about his divine feminine? Some of them are getting ready to come forward to talk to you. That's going to shift with this eclipse we're having. It's going to be too much to where they just can't take it anymore. It's constant. Their thoughts of you are constant. Spirit, how's divine masculine feeling about his divine feminine? Okay, so we've got fall. So things are changing, or your masculine could come forward in the fall. I know that's kind of a ways away, a couple months. And if you've been waiting a while, no one wants to hear that either, but it is in divine timing here. But these things are changing, okay? What's changing? The masculine is ascending. Also ending cycles, freeing yourself from cycles in the material world, okay? We've got the answers no. We've got compromise. We've got family. We've got muse. And we've got pause. So, feminine, I feel like you kind of told your masculine, no, I'm not being a side piece. I'm not being on the side. Like, I want this family. And you created this pause in your guys' relationship. Or what you said created a pause because you stood your ground. You stood in your truth. You told him your truth, and it's inspiring him, okay, with this muse here, to compromise and change, okay? So I feel like he could have wanted to, you know, oh, let's just be friends while I still have this family, or let's still be intimate together while I have a wife or a family or whatever. And you said, no, I'm not doing it. It's just not healthy for me. You freed yourself from third-party situations. You took yourself out of the equation, which is great. Nobody wants to not be the number one priority, okay? So they're trying to change and compromise. That's what this pause is about. So they can ascend, so they can think, so they can feel you gone, to know what it feels like not to have you, because they think that you're the most beautiful creation on this earth. Every masculine thinks his feminine is the most beautiful, inspiring person that they've ever met, just like you feel about your masculine, okay? That's how they feel about you. And they were trying to compromise with this family situation that they have going on, but they know now that they have to free themselves from this in order to have you. So that's great. So if you told your masculine no, or if you're about to tell your masculine no, that's going to cause them to go and to trigger them enough to take this pause and to say, you know what, I do need to change. Please wait for me. It's going to happen. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling about their divine feminines? How are the masculines feeling? Let me get all up in their feels. How are they feeling? I'm feeling a little bit of longing, like they're daydreaming about you. They're painting this picture in their head of you guys being a family. You know, what your honeymoon would be like, what your wedding would be like. So this pause that you guys are having is really positive. I know it really sucks, and it's hurtful, but the masculines are just as hurt as you are, okay? They just don't know how to show it, and they have a lot of self-control, okay? Like, it's almost disgusting how much self-control the masculines have to not show their emotions. So they're working on that. They're ascending to learn how, you know, when they grew up, most of them weren't able to express themselves. They would, you know, be made fun of. Oh, you're acting like a girl, or, you know, you're a pussy, or whatever, from their dad, their brothers, whatever it was. So it's really hard for them to express themselves, because when they grew up, they were taught that they shouldn't do that. Men don't do that. So it really shaped them in a bad way, and they have to learn how to do that. Spirit, how are the divine masculines feeling about their feminines? How are they feeling? Oh, shit. Where'd you go? I'll be right back. Oh, well, if I can. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. So, this ties in to making a decision, that compromise, right? Do I leave this other situation? Do I leave this unhappy 10 of Pentacles in reverse? Do I leave this situation to be happy, or do I stay because I feel obligated to stay? Because I gave someone my word, and I know they gave you your word too, feminine. They did. But it's like them needing to take off this blindfold, make a decision about where their happiness lies and where they really want this family situation, with you or with someone else. According to this, they will be freeing themselves from a family situation that they are in. So if they're with a karmic, a soulmate, anything like that situation, or even in a family situation, they live with their family and they're karmic, they're toxic, they're going to be freeing themselves from that. They just haven't made the decision yet. I just got really nervous. I don't know why. We do have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So they could be spying on you, feminine. They could be watching you. This could be like a text message coming through as well. Them trying to talk to you telepathically because this is thoughts, right? Them thinking about messaging you. Them thinking about what they're supposed to say, not only to you, but also to this other person, about how do I fix this? How do I make this right? This is spirit coming in with justice, right? Balancing the scales, balancing the energy, continuing on the divine plan that was made for them. When they do speak out about this, which they will, to this other person, it's going to cause a big argument. There's going to be a blow up. This could also be the blow up that happened with you that caused this pause, with you saying, look, I'm not doing this anymore. Either pick me or lose me. It's all or nothing. So if that was you talking to your masculine, it's really got him thinking about leaving this other situation, because once you're gone, he realizes how much he loves you, okay? When you're always around, you're suffocating him with your energy. He can't think, he can't feel, he doesn't know. And then he also is feeling your emotions too, Divine Feminine. They might not know that it's your emotions because they might not be that tapped into it. But when they are feeling, they feel your emotions, your energy. And it causes them a lot of turmoil because they don't know where it's coming from. Most of them don't know that it's you. So it just basically adds on to what they're already feeling, intensifies it, and that's why they need to have some time away. So I think taking a step back is great. I think it's going to cause, justice to come in here. They're thinking about it. They're manifesting this. So as much as they think about you, they're manifesting you. They're calling you in. They might not know that it's manifestation, but it is. But they're making this decision here to end some kind of family dynamic. Once they tell that other person that they aren't happy and they don't want to be there anymore, it is going to start a huge fight. Like, it's going to be a blow up. I'm surprised the Tower card didn't come out. Because once they finally make this decision, it's going to be crazy. We've got the Knight of Swords. So they are finally taking the action to talk to this other person. Once they do, I feel like they're going to come talk to you as well. We've got the eagle here, so that could be one of their animal spirits. Animal spirits. Yeah, that's right? Animal spirits. Animal guides. Sorry. It could be yours as well, but this is seeing the bigger picture, seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this relationship happy now. I've been trying for a long time. It doesn't work out. I know I need to free myself from that. And you have a huge part in that, Divine Feminine, because they love you so much. Got the Three of Swords here. They're feeling the heartbreak. They're feeling the heartbreak for you, but they're also feeling the heartbreak from this family dynamic. Like, they don't want to hurt anybody. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt another person. They don't want to hurt any kids. They just want everybody to be happy. So that's why most of them stay in these situations for such a long time, because they don't want to make any waves in the pool, right? They just want everybody to be happy. They think the feminines deserve better anyways, which isn't true, but they're finally coming to this realization and thinking about it. Like, I deserve to be happy as well. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling about their feminines? What are they feeling? What are they thinking about? What are they thinking about these feelings? Whoa. There it is. There it is. The Tower. Just said that. Six of Cups and Four of Wands, which is the Twin Flame card. So with this, their family dynamic that they're in, or a relationship, it's blowing up. So no matter how hard they try, it doesn't matter. this is divine intervention, okay? This is coming from the sky. Spirit saying, all right, you keep doing this. How many times do I have to keep hurting you before you learn your lesson? They're missing you so much, thinking about you. This is nostalgia, past life relationship, soulmate energy. And then we got the Four of Wands. This is marriage. This is twin flame with the 1111, right? This is a stable foundation for the two of you. And it's like the stable foundation that they had is falling down. I also feel like the foundation you guys shared came tumbling down because you said, I'm not doing this anymore. And they feel like they're going to lose you. That frightens them, okay? We do have strength here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, reevaluating their life, seeing that the what they've had just isn't growing anymore. There's no growth. And we do have the Six of Wands. So this is victory, reconciliation. If you've been a secret, you're not going to be for much longer. This family dynamic, it could involve children. We have children here. But it's falling down. Everything's falling down. Your guys' foundation is also falling. I mean, there's a strong bond and ties, but most of you have started your relationship on lies, right? Because they were with somebody else or whatever the situation is. And you don't want your foundation to be built on lies. So that's also crumbling down. So you can start over, rebuild with truth, authenticity, love, strength, power, and your guys' bond to where you're not a secret, you're not a third party, you're not a mistress, you're not a side piece, right? Spirit, how are the masculines feeling about their divine feminines? What's going on? What is going on today? We got the Page of Wands here. And what else do we got? Five of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands. This is Spirit giving them messages to get out of this Five of Wands energy, because they have been, some of them have been in the victim mentality. Like, why would this happen to me? Oh my God. I didn't ask for this. Well, the feminines didn't ask for this either. And we're strong. Okay. So if you're in this depressed energy, looking at the past, not thinking about the future, or in the present moment now, get out of that energy. The masculines are getting out of that energy, and that's going to give them the strength to move forward through all of these tower moments that's happening for love, okay? Spirit's giving them messages, letting them know, hey, stop paying attention to the past and what didn't work out. Pay attention to these two cups over here that are still standing. That's you and your feminine. So that's what Spirit's letting them know. Hey, yes, things are falling apart because they're supposed to fall apart. That's just how it goes. You're not supposed to be on this path. So I'm going to keep tearing it down until you get the message that you need to follow your heart. Spirit, what is going on with the divine masculines right now? What's going on with the divine masculines right now? I just heard in my head, which makes me sound really crazy, but it was like a masculine voice, and they said, man, I can't wait till this honeymoon. Like, they said some other things. Like, I can't wait to get my feminine naked. So, they're thinking about it. I can't wait either, huh? Alright. So, we've got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Got girl talk, a time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. We've got the runner and codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. And we've got kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. On the bottom of the deck, we've got soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. On the top, we've got stabbed in the back. Doesn't surprise me. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, showing, or shocking attack. So what I feel for this is like this half is this karmic relationship. This is the masculine and this is the feminine. So it's like this other person is trying to, there's a lot of gossip going around, but this person is trying to seduce the masculine into staying. Like, oh, things are so great, you know, we can make it work. She's talking to her friends, family, maybe even some of her family is getting in on it, like letting the masculine know, like, oh, this is a mistake. You know, she's too good for you anyway, bunch of bullshit like that. But she's trying hard to make him stay, okay? Girl talk, this is moving on. So with that, next is the runner. So it only makes sense that the runner is running from the karmic to his feminine where the unconditional love is. So instead of running from us, he's finally running to us because he knows what his truth is now. He knows what his truth is now. He knows he's been giving his love to the wrong person, which is why it will never work out. But she's trying her hardest, you know, walking around in little t-shirts and whatever else she's wearing. Probably nothing, but he don't care. He's running away. And that's for, I feel like that's for like a toxic relationship. Some of them are just moving on. Some of them are just like, you know what, I'm not happy either. This just really hasn't worked out. Some of them are upset. So it just depends on the situation, but some girl is really trying. Spirit, what's going on with the masculine right now? Okay, so we've got, we've got theft on the bottom of the deck. We have gaining a lot of money, rich girl, house, gloomy thoughts, work, unexpected money, and success in love. So to me, this is saying that this karmic partner, whoever he's with, is threatening him. Like, I'm going to take the house. I'm going to take all this money, all this unexpected money here. I'm going to take everything. Like, you want to leave me? Fine. Fine, you can leave me, but you're not going to have anything when you're done. The thing is the masculine is going to have love, which is also going to, what word am I looking for? It's going to advance his abundance, right? Because when you're in the vibration of love, especially with your twin, it's a divine plan. So the divine backs it. The divine is all for it, right? So you get so much abundance from that. But this girl here, lady, whatever, she's like, oh, you just keep going to work. You know, I'm just going to take all the money that you've earned. She thinks she's going to get all this money, and she might get a decent amount, and it's causing the masculines to really be, like, this guy's literally about to jump off this cliff, okay? It's really putting him in a depression, especially with you not having your energy around him to help him, feminine. So he's really thinking, like, wow, I've just been working so hard for all of this stuff I have, and she's just going to take it all away. The thing is he's going to be fine. He just doesn't know he's going to be fine. So if he's getting divorced or thinking about it and she knows, like he's told her, hey, you know, I want to get divorced, it's not going to be a fun time. For some of them, it will be fine because they're mature adults and they both understand that they're not in love anymore, and neither one of them want to be together, but just neither one of them have had the courage to say that. But for the toxic ones, they're like, I'm taking everything. Especially if you're leaving me for another woman, I'm taking everything. And the masculines are, they're kind of scared about that with these gloomy thoughts. They might even think, you know what, it would be easier for me to kill myself than to have to deal with this and go to court and face my feminine and do all this stuff. So some of them are really getting in a depressive energy. Spirit's trying to break them out of this. So that's good. And once they take that blindfold off, they will see love will bring so much happiness, okay? But that's also making them think that the feminine won't want them if they don't have, their fancy car and house and money. And, the feminines don't care. They just want you, masculine. They just love you. You could be broke and lose your job, and they would help build you up, because that's what we're here for. But he's scared that this karmic is going to just take everything. Take everything. Since we're talking about the karmics, in all my readings, karmic comes up, probably because I'm in that situation as well. So that's just the energy I pick up on the most. But since we're talking about them, let's ask about them. Let's be a little nosy. Spirit, what's going on with the masculine and the karmic right now? What's going on with the masculine and the karmic right now? What's going on with the masculine and the karmic right now? And if you guys, I do offer personal readings. My email is in the description box below if you want more detail or want to know in more depth, okay? And it'll be personalized, so you'll know it specifically for you. Spirit, what's going on with the masculine and the karmic right now? Is that it? That's all you had to say? Okay, that's it. Yeah, ouch. Okay, so we've got 10 of Pentacles here. Wheel of Fortune under that. Moving away from this 10 of Pentacles. We got the 10 of Pentacles twice. Don't be, swayed into thinking this is good with this being upright. Because we've also got the Hermit here. We've got the 8 of Swords. The 5 of Wands again. And then we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So yes, this is a family situation. They live together. They share finances probably. We do have the King of Swords on the top of the deck. So that's the masculine finally standing in his power. We got the 9 of Cups right under that. And saying, you know what? This doesn't make me happy. I'm going to follow where I'm happy. I'm going to leave those out here. But again, this is, him, this 8 of Swords, thinking constantly like, I don't want to fight with this person. I don't want there to be a long drawn out court. I don't want to, fight with them about money. So some of them might literally just, it's easier to, here, have it all. I don't care. I'll rebuild, because they're just so sick of thinking about it. They're in hermit mode. So if you think they're this happy family couple, everything's great, it's not. He's not sharing emotions with her. He's not touching her. He's not hanging out with her. They're doing their own separate thing. And because he knows now what makes him happy, he knows what makes him happy, and he wants to go for what makes him happy. He wants to cut out whatever doesn't make him happy, and he doesn't care what he has to do for it to get that way. So in the beginning of the reading, that's what's going on right now, and this is what it's leading up to. Depending on where your energy is, or your masculine's energy is, depends on which layer of the reading that they are in currently. But we've got the 4 of Wands. They know this isn't a happy home. They know their foundation is, some of them could have found out something or overheard their karmic talking about them or something, to where they know that they've just been using them. And it caused this huge fight. And he is stuck in his head. Like, what do I do about this? I know I want to make myself happy. So he's, in the hermit mode right now. So if he's ignoring you, it's just because he's going through a lot of shit that he's not telling you about. And he's trying to figure it out. Okay, he's trying to figure out what he wants, what makes him happy, how to get out of this situation, because he's not happy there either. We'll just get some messages and we'll call it a day. Spirit, what does the masculine want to tell their feminine right now? What does the masculine want to tell their feminine right now? Whoa, shit. Why does it always do that? Well, they got a lot to say this time, okay? They don't really want to talk about the karmic, but they want to talk about you, boo, okay? I don't know how I feel anymore, because I'm more affected than you know. This is them going in hermit mode. This is that 2 of Swords energy. What do I do? Going back and forth. They're more affected than you know. They feel like that you deserve better, and that comes along with them learning how to love themselves. I always say, love your masculine as much Like if you loved yourself as much as you loved your masculine, you're going to ascend a lot faster. You're going to raise your vibration a lot faster because you're raising your vibration and you guys are the same. So that raises his vibration. If you talk bad about yourself, you're really talking bad about your counterpart, and you would never talk bad about them. If you are talking bad about them, you have some healing to do because that is you, and you should never talk bad about your counterpart ever. So I feel like they're going back and forth because they still have that self-love that they need to work on. They still need to free themselves, pick themselves, make themselves happy. And that's what they're trying to work on. God, I had never forgotten you, even though you thought I have. So if you haven't spoken a while, your masculine could never forget you. Ever. Okay? Again, they don't express emotions the way that we do. So they don't let us know that they're thinking about us 24/7. But they are. I can't handle your words right now. They're going through a lot of stuff. So if this pause here, this cut of communication, they don't want to argue with you. They don't want to fight with you. They just want to love you. They just want you to be happy. But you being happy means making themselves happy, okay? I'm not the same person that you remember. Because when your masculine comes back, he's finally going to be putting himself first, which means putting you first. I'm in a much better headspace now. Good, because that Eight of Swords is terrible energy. Your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. He's scared of you, which I already knew. You should know that too. You scare the shit out of your masculine. Like, have you guys ever been in the same room together and you get really nervous, but your masculine is even more nervous and they're fidgeting and they like look away from you because they don't know what to do, but they always gravitate towards you anyway because your energy, they want to be in your energy, but you scare the fuck out of them. Is it possible to forgive and forget? Your beauty still moves me. I just wasn't ready for you. And they weren't. Everything happens for a reason in divine time. They weren't ready, but they're getting ready now. So you be ready when your masculine comes back and says, baby, let's go on this trip. I'm feeling a lot of sexual energy from that card. I'm like, dang, where's my boo at? Spirit, what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? Bottom of the deck, I still remember the good times we have. Under that, would you give me the chance to make things right between us? And then I can't take this anymore. This came out yesterday because they really can't. Like, it's so much in their head that they can't deal with it. I've got karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. So if they chose somebody else over you, which that happens a lot, they're in this other relationship. They didn't prioritize you. They didn't put you first. They put that other person first because they felt like they had to. They're getting their karma. They're seeing who that person really is. They're seeing that person doesn't really love them, has just been using them, like a lot of different things. There are still so many unsaid things between us. Absolutely. Your masculines, they don't really open up as much. There's a lot of things that they haven't said that they wish they could, especially since you scare them so much and they know. So the way it is with twins is, especially when you go into like a pause moment or you don't speak for a while, you both know the second someone breaks the silence, it's like a snowball effect. You both roll in, your energy comes together. You both get so obsessed with talking to each other that when the masculine runs again, it makes it that much more painful because they know once the conversation starts, there's no stopping it. So if you're both like on the level of, let's flirt, let's talk, let's send pictures, let's do whatever, there's no stopping it once you start until the masculine runs away. So they don't want to do that because they know that if they say, I love you, or they finally say, I missed you, I want to be with you, there's no stopping it from there. So they have to wait. They have to wait until they clean up their life. They have to wait until they leave this other person. They have to wait until they fix these situations before they can come forward and tell you their truth. I'm ready. I'm trying to do the honorable thing. So a lot of masculines are very honorable men. They're good men, and they fell in love with somebody else. They fell in love with their feminine, and they were already with people. They want to do the honorable thing. But the honorable thing is really making yourself happy, not staying somewhere where you're not happy. It's really hard for me to open up. Yep, always is. But they're learning how to communicate that. So that's good. That's good. With all this Knight of Swords and Page of Swords, they will be coming forward to tell you these things that are unsaid. But a lot of them are waiting until these other situations are over, which is good. You want that. Like, I wouldn't want my masculine to come back and, you know, me be still a mistress. And, you know, that's just trash. It's straight trash. I did that for a while, and it's not fun. You know, you don't feel, that makes the feminines feel like they're not good enough, like the masculines aren't picking them, and a lot of, you know, you feel abandoned and neglected, and y'all need to heal that if that's how if you're still feeling that way, or if you want to even be in a third party situation, because you deserve better. You put yourself first. That's the whole point of this journey. Spirit, what do the masculines want to say to their feminines right now? What do the masculines want to say to their feminines? I love your voice. So if your masculine has videos of you, or you have a channel, or on YouTube, or a podcast, or something where they can hear you talking, they watch that stuff because they love your voice. You know, they could listen to you talk all day. No one understands me like you do. That's because you guys are one soul. They're finally coming to that realization that nobody can replace you. I know the mistakes I've made. There's nothing like your love to get me high. So this is like the ultimate high, ecstasy. This is being with you gets me so purely high and connected to the divine that I feel so good. Oh, wow. We'll save this one for a second. I wish I had the words to say to unbreak your heart. How Do I Live by Leanne Rimes. So listen to that song. Yes, I love you, but I can't imagine hurting someone I love so much. So when I wrote this card, this is basically saying, your masculine is saying, yes, I love you, but they're in that double headspace, right? That going back and forth. Like, how could I hurt someone so much that I love so much? Like, it doesn't make sense to a lot of them. The thing is that they will understand that everything happened. Like, these things needed to happen for you to grow feminine, and for them to grow, for you guys to be able to come together. So we've got 222 here. You could be seeing 222. 222, to me, I've been told numerous times by my guides that your twin is saying, I love you. So that's beautiful. We've got 444 here. We did have the 4 of Wands come out. So that's stability, rebuilding that empire. You guys have that foundation. Understanding each other, I just heard. It's also about stability. Hold on to me and never let me go. They don't want you to go. That's worth waiting for. I don't care if they say they want you to go. They don't. You are an angel, and most of you are earth angels. They know that. You're the strongest person I know. You are everything I've ever dreamed of. I see signs of you everywhere. Told you. Like, I wasn't playing when I said they constantly think about you. I forgive you. You could have done something feminine to upset your masculine. Or said something when you were upset. They forgive you. So whatever's gone on with fighting, anything like that, they forgive you. We got 5, which is change. You could be seeing 555. They could be seeing 555. I don't want to hurt anyone. I said that earlier. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt this other person. They don't want to hurt anybody involved. And that makes it a very difficult, tough situation to be in, to put themselves first, especially when they're not used to that, to making themselves happy. Most of the masculines are people pleasers. They want, to give because they're so loving, but they don't want to hurt anybody. They can't. It's really hard for them to put themselves first and make themselves happy. I'm watching you. So again, like I said, if you have videos or a channel or on Facebook or whatever, they're watching you. I'm sorry I can't find the words to say. Yeah, we got that card earlier. They don't really know what to say right now because they're trying to figure it out. And they know once they break the silence, it's, you know, it's a snowball effect. It just goes down from there. So I do have some timing cards. I'm leaving the karmic, and I'm going to reach out. So these timing cards are 1 month, 9 months, and a year. So again, this is just a general reading. They could be reaching out from now to a month, especially with all the eclipse energy changing. It could take them, you know, a whole year to get divorced. That doesn't mean that they didn't leave them before that. It just means that court proceedings, and especially if that person is fighting them the whole time, it might take a little longer. Some of them, they're going to reach out in 9 months. Some of them, you're going to be in union in 9 months. So again, it's not a personal reading. So if you want one of those, let me know in my email. But these are just some timing cards, okay? It's very general reading, but... okay, guys, I hope that helped. Please like, subscribe to join my little tribe, and comment. Let me know if it resonates. Have a beautiful day.